So my name is Sevyn the Sag.
Imagine me giving a fuck what a bitch gotta say. Sevyn the Sag and I'm having my way. If I hop on your beat, then you know I don't play. Bitches be mad, they going outside. Since I'm a Sag, I'ma hop in my bag. All of my bars, they gon' put in the stash. All of your bars, they belong in the trash. These things gon' play, but you know I'm a drag. If she got a problem, then I'm on her ass like, yeah, ho, yeah. Yeah, ho, yeah. Yeah, ho.
Welcome to the Unpleasant Thoughts Podcast. I'm your host, Shampoo, a.k.a. Big Shampoo.
It's your boy Sly, the guy, no lie.
And we got another very special guest with us today.
Very.
Tell them your name, what it is that you do, and where they can find you.
So my name is Sevyn the Sag. I am an artist, and you can find me on Instagram at Sevyn the Sag, Sevyn the SAG.
All right. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. You mind tell us how you grew up and how you got into the artistry world?
So I did go to performing arts school. I grew up in Anne Arundel County. That's where I went to performing arts school at. I got into music because I used to sing. I lost my voice. I used to just, play around rapping in my room. And like one day, I kept going to the studio with my ex-boyfriend's friends, and I was like, y'all is not doing this the way y'all should. And then I made my own studio session, and it's just been up from there.
So you were going to the studio with your ex-boyfriend, and you was like, y'all not really, you wasting your time in here. Let me go ahead and get in this.
Yeah, like pretty much. I mean, their music wasn't like bad. I just would hear things, and I'm like, how you didn't hear that? Like they would go to a complete different cadence and flow, and I'm like, or they'll keep it the same the entire time. And I'd be like, you should switch it up at least 3 times by now.
So your critique turned into some curiosity. It was like, no, what? I could go ahead and maybe do it. Since you ain't taking my criticism, let me go ahead and take my critique and make it something myself.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that you booked your...
A year ago.
A year ago?
Well, wait. Now it's been 2 years now. I started in March of 2020.
So it's a young career.
It's almost 3.
Yeah, so the month I started making music, I went to Blue Girls Club.
Okay. Before we get into that, you had any musical inspiration before in the family or anything like that?
Nope.
So you're the first talent like that decide I'm going to go ahead and put the pen to the pad and rap?
Pretty much.
Wow, that's different.
I mean, my cousin is an engineer. You guys probably familiar with him, Chicho on the beat. But I didn't even know we were cousins until after I started making music. Like, I've always seen him around, but we never had conversations. And then for me making music, now I talk to him all the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you my cousin. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I was like, hold up. Wait a second.
Mm-hmm. You say so once you started, you went on the Blues Girl Club? Yeah,
so the same month that I started making music. In March. I actually started making music on my ex-boyfriend's birthday. I went to Blue Girls Club in April 4th, I think it was.
So how did that come about?
I snuck on the show.
Snuck on this.
My friend, which is Krishan Rock or whatever, she was on the season first. I originally got the idea from getting on the show because I thought they was trying to like bully her and stuff like that. So I was trying to like get on there so I could like have her back and stuff like that, but they didn't pick me. So then we had fell out, and I still wanted to, go on the show, and I didn't get picked. But I had, all the information I needed to go, so I went.
So how was your experience there?
It was fun. I liked it. I would definitely recommend. Like, people have, these ideas of the show, but it's really not what people think it is at all.
I have no clue what it is. What I know that it's a show, but what is the basis of it?
So it's like Bad Girls Club, but it's Blue Girls Club. Blue basically just picks out maybe 10 to 13, 14 girls or something like that. They all just come stay at his house for 21 days. I want to say it's just like an experience for somebody who does music. Like for me, I only had 700 followers when I went. Now I'm about to have 14K. There were some people who went on the show. Their page went up a whole 20K followers. You know, I didn't fight and all that stuff, so I didn't get those type of fans. But
That's fine.
I want to say it's like an opportunity. Like, if you make music, you could go, you know, promote your music. If you do hair, it's like a great, like one of those just opening opportunity type of things. Blue takes care of your flights, your food. You don't have to pay for anything when you're there unless you want to. I think this season he even bought the girls, every single one of them, a pair of Jordans.
What season did you audition for?
I was on season 2. He is on season 5 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm one of the originals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, season 2 was the best season.
Yeah.
Season 1 was the start off, you feel me, Krishan. But season 2, we had the best storylines. Like, we didn't just fight just because. It was always like, dang, what's going on? And it was always something like, okay.
Is that like considered like a reality show?
Mm-hmm.
Is it really reality?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nothing is completely unscripted.
That's probably realer than the other ones.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because, you know, some reality shows just, hey, go ahead and throw that drink in her face again.
Yeah, they will say that. but
Okay.
for Blue Girls Club, no.
Okay.
Like, I've done other stuff where I'm like, y'all really doing this again? Like, walking in the building over and over? Like, we saw you when you first came in. But, yeah, Blue Girls Club is completely raw, unscripted, real reality TV.
What do you think the best thing to come out of that for you?
For me, I specifically went for clout, so I don't know what everybody else went for, but I went so that I could get followers, because to me it was like every follower could be like a listener to my music. But me now, I know it's like some people only like you for reality TV, and some people only like me for my music.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can't keep trying to just get clout, unless it's for my music. So, but that was the best thing for me. I got followers.
And then where's that shot at? Is it shot on Cali?
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Have you ever traveled before going there?
No, that was my second time going to Cali. My first time going out there, I went with my ex, and I was just, hanging out with Krishan. So my second time in Cali ever, and my first time ever catching a flight by myself was to Cali to go on Blue Girls Club.
I took that flight. That's a flight.
Yeah, and I was supposed to go to Puerto Rico. I changed my flight that day before. Like, somebody called and was just like, I'm about to go. My bag was already packed for me to go somewhere else. I just took some stuff out that was like bathing suits and stuff and put some more stuff in there. Grabbed my stuff, switched the flight, credit over, said, time to go. I almost missed my flight too, but I made it.
Oh, that's what's up, though. Like working with your music, did you already have your catalog of music when you went down there, right? No?
No, I just made my very first song and I dropped it, and then I went on Blue Girls Club.
Did you get a chance to promote it while you were down there? Okay.
I did, actually. That's where, I want to say it was me and maybe 3 other girls that all made music. So it wasn't like it was just me that made music. I want to say 2 of them were actually pretty talented. I don't really talk to them, but it was like about 3 or 4 of us that made music. So we all took turns, and then we made like every season he lets them make a song together. Mm. So we did like a song, everyone all together.
How was that experience, like working with people you barely know?
It didn't bother me. I thought it was fun. I think I went first, actually. Yeah. So I was like, I had to set the tone. Like they definitely did say, you definitely said it. I did. I will say I really did set the tone. I just didn't want nobody else's words or what they were doing to influence how I was going to come on it. So as soon as they loaded that beat up, I popped up and said, I'm going first. And I just went in there, no pen, no paper, just was rapping, having fun.
All right, so like going on to that, do you prefer to write or freestyle?
So I don't write anything. I might write like a hook, and honestly, I don't even finish that. I probably write down like 4 words, not finish that sentence, go to the next bar, write down like the first half of the bar, like, okay, I'll figure the rest out in the studio. Finish the hook, go to the studio. Probably don't even like it. Switch it completely up and do something totally different. But I don't write at all.
So you go like based on your feelings and emotions right in there?
Yeah, I don't freestyle, because when you say freestyle, that's like you're consistent. Like, I have to punch in like after every single bar. One, because I got asthma and I don't got enough breath. But two, I can't, I'm not that fluent with my words. Like, I can't think. I can't talk as fast as I think.
I don't know. I seen artists perform and go,
yeah, like.
Put the mic out. Y'all know the words.
Because sometimes I forget.
Yeah. So, like, I heard your 420 song. How did that come about?
So my grandmother, who passed away when I was 2 years old, her birthday is on 420. She liked to smoke, so do I. So I made that song kind of like for her, towards her, kind of. But it was really just like I wanted to do something different too. And I like to smoke.
What was the concept behind the video? I seen the video. Like
it was weed. So it was I had like a jungle room set up, green covers, green bed, green outfit. It was I only had the video in one location. So I want to say it was just green everything. Like
so I got
everything.
Kind of like the poison ivy concept. You said the poison ivy concept.
That is actually what I was going for, but it didn't come out how I wanted it to.
Oh, it did.
So.
That's how we got it.
Oh, that's how you,
no, that's
really?
how I got from
it.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
oh my goodness. That's so good.
He a Batman fan. He said she got the poison ivy concept. I was like, oh yeah.
And I didn't do the red hair, and I was so mad. I'm like, they're not gonna get it.
I got it.
I'm so glad that you. That makes me so happy. I'm so glad that you got it. I was like, nobody's gonna get it, so I'm just gonna say it was jungle fever. But it was definitely point. I'm so glad you got that. Wow.
Because I was like, we saying a couple of them, so we were saying like when it comes to your visuals, like you put thought into it. Like, do you come with your ideas for your videos?
Every single one of them. It's really because I'm glad you got that. I'm so happy because I'm really like a Marvel and DC fan, and I like anime and stuff like that. I'm like nobody.
I'm not in all of them, but I got Batman tatted on.
Really?
Yeah.
I got Kid Buu on me, but Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm so glad y'all got that. But yes, I come up with all my concepts. Half the time they don't even come out how I want them to, but it still be more than I try to put thought into them so it has some type of look to it.
Yeah, you got your imagination, expectation, but you be like. You can only do what's humanly resource rated in there.
I'm not rich.
I definitely when I seen them, I was like, it was still put into it.
Like, it's not
just somebody doing anything.
Yeah, you'll know if I'm like just sitting in one spot rapping, like I wasn't thinking. That's why I hate when people try to like force videos on me because I'm like, wait, I want to sit down and create a concept for it. If I can't come up with that one, then maybe we'll do a run and gun. But I like to do concepts. That's like my.
You put that much effort into your music, or you know what I'm saying, you got to at least put the concept and everything into it with it. Like, if you're going to watch it, let me watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep seeing flashes and light and switching backgrounds back and forth.
Time. So yeah, basically. So tell us about some of the projects that you have out.
So I only have singles out. I will not be dropping any EPs, no albums. I'm so sorry. You might see me featured on someone else's, but me personally, I will not be dropping a load of music altogether because I am not up. I'm not signed. It doesn't make sense to give you guys a bunch of music that I could have dropped one by one and build up my catalog. You know what I'm saying? You need at least 20, 30 songs out before a record label even decides to work with you. So when people drop EPs and albums, you're kind of messing yourself up a little bit, especially if your number's not there. So you don't want them to think you can't have album sales. So right now I'm just working on dropping single after single, putting concept after concept into my videos. That's what's important now, and just pushing marketing on those videos and those songs. So that's my next step. Just gonna be consistent.
I'm gonna go pick your brain a little bit. What made you get into that concept? Because that's some deep concept. Because like saying, you're not dropping like your album. You're doing a single, letting it build up. What kind of like, did somebody give you that game, that juice, or you just kind of seen it?
Someone gave me that game, but it also made sense to me. Like before they even said anything to me, I was already like, I don't even want to drop a boatload of music altogether. Like, because then I'm the type of person I am, I really would, what it is I can't do an album, so I have to do an EP. And with the EP, I can't put that much thought into it. I would treat an EP like an album. Like, I do like to, sometimes I have like this little poetic side of me where if I were to do an album, one of my songs would probably be me reciting one of my poems. So it's like going into the next song. I like interludes. I like intros, outros. I'm so serious about all that stuff. You can't do that with an EP.
Yeah, you want to have like a whole body of work of craft.
I mean, like, I would basically, you know what? I'm not even going to say that out loud. But like how Beyonce does, how she had a video for literally every song on her album. Mm-hmm. I'm that type of person. Like, I put that type of thought. Like drop a movie. Album. Yes, like, I like to, you know, so like if I were to do an EP, I would have a video for every single song. And I just...
It's a great concept. I mean,
but not right now. I don't have the money for that. Sometimes we gotta be within our means and realistic. And I'm not rich. I have no investors. It's just me. When it comes to setting up, I set everything up by myself, whether there's people there or not. I set everything up by myself. I pay for all of that stuff. If I get outfits, I pay for it. Like if I have models, I pay for the outfits. I get their makeup done if I have to. They don't know how. Like, I do all of that. So it's like, it's just me. Okay, and I give myself like a $2,000, $3,000 budget. And that's a lot for every video. That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
like, that's a lot. I've lowered it from 3 to 2, and that's still like, what the heck? I don't know how I was doing that
back from the music in itself. So it's like, you're not really taking a loss. It's really called investing. You know, you're investing into yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's kind of hard to do when you're like, oh, I can't get this back if it goes like I don't want it to go.
Yeah, I don't got no boyfriend like, you need help. No, it's just me. I don't got none of that. It's just me with my hard-earned money. And I still got bills I have to pay.
So as an artist, do you like prefer to travel out or work more in the city as far as that? Like build a fan base here, then sprout out, or you just doesn't really matter to you?
It doesn't really matter to me only because my fan base really started in Cali. And then it went from Cali to Atlanta to New York, Baltimore. Now it's DC.
I don't want to say like I'm from here, but I don't want to say it kind of trickled down to here. But like that's some big ass states to be naming like as Mecca's. Like started in Cali, New York, Atlanta. Them like places people want to be heard.
Did you go to those other places?
I've never been to New York before. I just went to Atlanta. They love me in Atlanta. Oh my goodness, they love me.
You performed out there?
Did I? They love me in Atlanta. I do one show, somebody's asked me to do 3 more, and they paying me. What? I love Atlanta, and they love me.
I heard that's a spot to be at, though.
With Cali, it's like everybody's somebody, so it's hard. Like, people will definitely rock with you, like, oh, you know what, you want free studio time? But it don't be the quality don't be there. And not that I need free studio time, but I'm like a free thinker. I need nothing but space and time, so... I be needing, if I don't need free studio time, I need like an extra hour or 2 where you ain't charging me for it. Because half the time, I'm thinking about this, I want to fix that. Like, but no, never been to New York. Only been to Cali like 3 or 4 times. Only been to Atlanta like twice. Somebody in Iowa or Idaho, they be listening to me hard out there.
She's one of our states.
They be listening to me hard out there. Every time I check my thing, it'd be like, boom, right there. I don't know if it's Iowa or Idaho, but one of them, they be, Utah, Salt Lake City. Oh. They love me too. I look at my numbers, I'm like...
You look at the insights and analytics.
I'm like, Utah? Who's listening to me in Utah?
How would you describe your music style? And do you think any place has a bigger effect on it?
I do. I think if I were to move to Atlanta, that I probably would just go exactly where I need to, only because that advice that I said earlier about dropping the tape, that was from me being around certain people and them giving me that advice. I know that nobody's looking at me right now because I've talked to labels and they want certain things before they can work with me. So it's like, I definitely will say like Atlanta will be like one of those things that might blow me up if I go. What was the other question what was the question you just asked? You forgot to? It's okay. You did say something about the area doesn't play a part, but it was like, something else you said before
sound,
that.
Like what you
that's what it was.
Sound.
My music is very versatile. I try to make a different song every time that I do record. I try not to do the same flow, the same beats. I challenge myself actually pretty much every time I go to the studio. I want to say, what about my music? I make feel good music. I don't go too deep. I tell only my story. Sometimes I tell my friends' stories for them through my music. But I like to tell stories. Like I'm more of a storyteller. And sometimes I'll tell a story. It don't have to be sad. Like I'll make it into like a cool beat. You know, I might be talking about how I'm talking to this dude and his friend, and people thinking I'm just saying it, but I'm really telling y'all that I talked to this dude and his friend.
So like most of your music come from like the life yourself?
Yes. Like when I be saying things, I'm speaking my actual truths. Like I don't, it'd be little stuff that people probably think I'm just saying to say. And it's like, no, I was snitching on myself.
Yeah, cause I seen a couple like interviews before, like the Arthur Porch interview was a good interview too. So I was like, okay. And it was like you had I don't want. Was it like you had a charge at 11 or got in trouble when you was younger? Okay, so I'll look into it. I was like, okay, you mind talking on that a little bit?
Yeah. So I actually haven't spoken like on that in my music, but in 11th grade, I was charged with attempted murder, and I got shot all in the same day. You know, went to jail for like a month and a half. Was on house arrest for 10 months. Then changed my life since then.
Changed your life since then?
No, but I changed my life like a year after that.
Okay.
But
it's like, I'm going to give it some grace period. Let me see if I really want to change it.
And then I changed. Like, honestly, now, like, I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, okay, no fighting. Because that's where it leads from. Like, me getting into fights. And then I don't know how to just, okay, we fought. I won. No, we fought. I won. But now I want to talk to your boyfriend, your baby daddy. Now I want to befriend all your friends. Like, I was just so evil in high school. Like, so evil.
I'm gonna step on your neck and make
yeah, like, I'm just going to infiltrate your whole life. And, like, I know you take your son to this daycare. I'm going to start taking my nephew there to be funny. Like, I was that, yeah, like, I don't know how to just beef and call it a day. Like, okay, we fought, whatever. Even if I won, like, no, I don't care.
That's what they call it. The
principal.
The principal?
It's the principal. Shouldn't have fucked with me.
Got you. Make sure you don't do it twice.
Like now you know you beef with me, be forever until I let it
go. Yeah, that's one of those right there. I'm like, oh shit.
See, but that's what I said. Now I'm old. I can't do all that. Like if somebody be like, I want to fight. I'd be like, oh, I'm scared.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah.
I don't want to fight.
I think that's most people is when you get older.
Tired.
Yeah.
I've been fighting all my life. I am not a warrior.
I have nothing to prove to you. Leave me alone.
Even if you weren't now at my age afterwards, you'd be like, dog, I should have never did that shit. That shit, my body fucked me.
Body hurt like I gotta go take a nice little ice bath with some Epsom salt.
If I won or lost, my body fucked up.
You're supposed to stretch after a fight. That's how you know I fight too goddamn go much.
No, you
used to.
Shit, I'm not gonna tighten up my muscles tight. We're ready for round 3 and 4 and 5. Like, so, like, was that, do people kind of, how can I say, like, can they differentiate? What's that? Differentiate.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, differentiate, whatever.
You know, I
separate. Yeah, tell the difference. Separate. Tell the difference of, like, what they see as a reality style they see you, or in your music, can they really separate that within you?
Not necessarily, only because I'm like really myself.
Okay.
So like I'm really myself in my music, and I'm really myself wherever I'm at. So it's like you can see me on TV and then listen to my music, and you be like, hold up, she really talking about what she used to do or did, or like I'm really the same. I even make jokes sometimes in my music because like I'm a real goofy person. So like I'll make a joke, but only me and my producer know it was a joke. But it'd be like you can differentiate the two, kind of. Since I don't normally fight anymore, I kind of like use my music to like express that. Like you probably hear me talk about smacking this person, smacking that person, but it's like I'm not gonna do it. I'm just singing about it.
It's an outlet now.
Yeah, so like now that I use that, like because I won't really smack nobody no more, I'll just say it in a song.
It's a better way to get your anger out.
And my friend was like, you need to stop rapping about violence. I'm like, but listen, I ain't talking about guns.
It's
like,
better than doing violence.
Yes, I'm like, would you rather me do it and like lose my cool with people? Or somebody make me mad and then I go to the studio and I talk about her whole life. Like, I think that was better.
And get paid for it, you know?
Yeah, and then and people listen to it and they're like, hold on, she's talking about Oh, because I mention names in songs. I don't care.
Compared to what you used to do, I feel like that's growth. It's growth. And even though it's not, maybe we're going to be baby steps.
Yeah. So, like, working with artists in the area, I see you did a song with
Sid and Jay.
Sid, yeah. See, I can never say those two names together either. Yeah.
Papa Sid and Shady J. Yeah. I love them. They are definitely going to make their way, to be up next. They're actually my first feature. I haven't done or asked anyone else for a feature. There's people who want to work with me, and when I first started making music, I wanted to work with them so bad, but I haven't been focused on the DMV. Like, I got this song with somebody in New York that's like, up. So when I go out there, I'm gonna hop on that New York train real quick. So, and I think it's somebody in Atlanta that wants to do a song with me also. And these are all people whose songs I'm featuring on, though. I still haven't got any features. I do want a feature from Kilo Letitia.
Okay.
Who else from the DMV did I want a feature from? I'm not sure, but I'm cool with a lot of people though, so it's nothing to like, hey, you trying? I just don't, because I haven't been, I don't know, I feel like I don't make DMV music, so it'd be kind of hard. Like to, hey, you want to hop on this? Because it's like, I know this isn't your style.
They might make them step their game up a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't want you to.
See, no.
You know when some people try things and it works the first time, but then some people try stuff and it don't work? Like, I don't want it to be like, I can't put you on the song. I don't like dealing with that awkwardness. It's like, you're a great rapper. Like, I listened to you growing up, but I don't think you fit with this song, and I don't know if you're going to want to do another song if I don't put you on this one. You get what I'm saying? You gotta pick your poison and, like, tread lightly. Like, I know if I send this song, it has to fit for that person, and they better walk it. Or at that point, it's just you. Like,
I believe in you, and you should be sure.
Yeah, and I've been looking up to you my whole life, Cord.
You don't give me this? Oh, no.
Yeah, and then I don't do it, you gonna know. Like, so I just haven't really been. I like working with, like, the female artists.
I think the female artists right here in this area is definitely coming up as far as the whole community of female wave is definitely coming apart in the DMV area.
I like working with the females. I don't even be looking at the males. I be like, whatever.
Yeah, most of them kind of got the same swag,
Yeah, I do one song, and one of them I done did it with all of them.
That's how like most people starting to feel these days, which is not a good thing. It's like, if I did it with you, I could have, you know what I'm saying?
Literally, I could pick one of them, and it's going to feel like I did it with all of them. I'm fine. Honestly, y'all follow each other anyway. Y'all gonna see it.
Yeah. You work for the artistry of it, like to see the outcome of the visuals and the fans and the feedback of people?
What you mean?
Like the inspiration, does that make you feel better? Like the fans loving your music, does that make you feel better to keep going? Like inspired to keep going, keep pushing?
Yeah, and I want to say it's like how many people believe in me too. Like, I stopped making music for 1 month because I just needed to get myself together. I can't even tell you how many DMs I got about don't give up. Like, who said I was giving up? I'm taking a break. Like, I'm not allowed to take a break. But it was just like, oh, like, that's so cute that you guys thought I was, like, about to stop making music. And y'all were all concerned, like, hey, I hope you're not stopping. Like, you're going to blow up. You're going to make it. I believe in you. Like, so many people. I love it.
Yeah.
Like, it was to the point where when I first started making music, I didn't believe in myself that much. Like, it was like, I want to say, when I was on Blue Girls Club, like, all the girls in there, they was hyping me up, of course. But then I got that validation from, like, Blue. And it was like, okay, Blue's still a normal person, but I've gotten validation from, like, other people of, high, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but of high status.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, when I get that validation from people of high status and they're telling me, like, no, you're going to blow up. You just got to keep going. It's like, okay.
Was there a particular moment that made you feel like, yeah, this is for me?
My very first performance. I opened up for Leray.
Oh, damn, that's dope.
They literally was like, we don't know who the crowd was here for.
That's pretty good for a first.
And that was my first performance. And my song got put on the radio 2 days later.
Where was that? Where was
I performed at Bliss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a month after I got back from Blue Girls Club, too. It was so weird. Everything was like
boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
I mean, did a song in March, went to Blue Girls Club in April. May, I opened up for Koi.
I was coming back home from Blues Girls Club just knowing as you got a little more recognition. I'm pretty sure people knew you were on the show. Did things change for you coming back home?
Yeah. Well, I used to be a dancer at this club in Baltimore. So, like, a lot of the girls' energy changed, like, when I came back to the club. I was still working there, but I want to say, like, now I don't step foot in. And the reason why I don't is because I don't care what people think or what they say, but I noticed that when people think you're above them, in a sense, in their own way, and then you're, like, doing the same thing as them, it gives them room to down talk you. Like, oh, you went on Blue Girls Club, but you came back to the strip club. Okay, but Blue Girls Club didn't pay me, so what did you want me to do? And I left for a month. What job do you think was going to let me leave for a month and come back? No, bye, you're fired. So it was like, what else was I supposed to do other than come back to where, like, was I supposed to stay in Cali, be homeless? Like, what you want me to do?
It's like people expectations of what
they be thinking things and they don't know. So, like, eventually when I got to a point where I was like, okay, you know what? Forget this club, forget y'all. I did get good recognition. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, everything isn't always like, in a sense, when I came back from the show, when the girls was all on my face, it was helping me make more money. To be honest, come over here, they spending money. Okay, they ain't gonna be my friend. They can be friends.
Oh, you know who she is? I said they can use to try to eat both ways.
It was like, okay, you know, I was just, you use me, I use you, whatever, cool. I want to say they started playing my music more, like, in the clubs in Baltimore, but that wasn't from Blue Girls Club. I only made 5,000 followers from Blue Girls Club. All of the rest has been me. I even used me being a dancer to gain like another 1,000, 2,000 followers. I've been dancing since I was in high school. I never posted me being a dancer. I was homeless in high school. But I never once posted me being a dancer. But as soon as I come back home, I'm like, yep, dancing. So I try to use that to get a little more. Clout chasing is a real thing, y'all. Okay? It's a real thing. It's okay. You don't want to let it kill you, but definitely trying to get them followers so I could start building up my Instagram. Because with followers, you get brand deals.
Do you think that has a negative tone to it, though, clout chasing? Even
it does.
Like, clout can change your life.
Clout chasing necessarily has a negative tone to it because when they say people do anything for clout, like, what's his name? Blank Gang. He was like a great example. He literally drove himself insane at one point, chasing clout, kept getting locked up. It was to the point where he couldn't even go nowhere. He not even doing nothing, but police is on him because that's what you used to be on. Yeah, he was chasing clout, interrupting places. Now he's a changed person. But
the whole 180.
You get what I'm saying? Like, clout chasing can be a bad thing. Like, you can chase clout and do it the right way, but you can also do it the wrong way and let it take over. So it does have like a negative connotation to it. So
I feel like that's subjective though, because I'm pretty sure there's certain things you might have done on a show that you was on people might not agree with. But if it gets you to where you want to be, then...
But do you want to lose yourself to have it all?
I mean,
no.
But at the same time, some people you still...
Exactly.
Same time, you're still trying to find yourself too at the end of the day. So, you know, it's like, if I go on a show, a reality show, or whatever the case may be, it might be scripted, or it might be like raw, like you say. But I might do some things, usual situations, I probably wouldn't do this, but I know it's going to bring attention to me. And when it brings attention to whatever else I'm doing, I use that to get rich. At the end of the day, yeah, I feel like it might even work.
I said some people say, only show I'm going on that got me doing shit I probably don't want to do is Fear Factor.
I was going to say Fear Factor. I was about to say Fear Factor.
That's the only show I'll be on.
Eat a cockroach.
That's all. No.
You said how much?
How much? Fuck it.
See, I'm a picky eater, and I couldn't do Fear Factor.
If they covered a cockroach in chocolate, I'd eat it.
See, look, my son like me. He touched something, he don't like the way it feels, he won't eat it.
That's how it is.
Nah, hell nah.
Texture guy. Like,
it's mushy. No, you don't like mashed potatoes.
See, he won't put his hands in that. But it's like certain shit if you gotta eat it with your hands. But it might be some shit he just don't like the way that shit
mashed potatoes.
You got any like other ventures you're working on besides the music? You want to be on more TV? More?
Acting.
I was supposed to be on another TV show, but I didn't go. I'm glad that she said something about acting. I kind of said I'm kind of over the reality TV stuff right now because it's nothing but fighting. And in order for me to go there, I got to tap back into my other side. And sometimes it's hard to tap back out of it.
That's where the eyes come from. Oh, they fighting. I'm going to watch this show.
Yeah, so it's like when I was on Blue Girls Club, I didn't get into a fight, to my best abilities. I got into one, but that was just me sticking up for my friend at the time. And if it wasn't for that, I would have never got into a fight. But when I came home, I kind of still had that energy on my back. And it was like, okay, I'm home now. Y'all know me at home. So there they didn't know me. So I didn't really have that, okay, don't play with me. You know who I am. I ain't had to go, but I'm back home. So it's like, okay, don't play with me. You know who I am. Because I was dealing with a lot of females that, like, people be wanting to say they know you so bad for no reason. I'm like, dude, I'm nobody. They talk when you let clout get to your head. Like, I think you're letting my clout get to your head because I don't care. You're the only person who's saying I'm acting different, but I don't know you. Like, it would be like little stuff like that. And somebody would be like, we were in high school together. We had every class. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I've never been the type to pretend I don't know anybody. So if I'm saying I don't remember you, I'm not being funny. I smoke a lot of weed. Like, I don't remember.
The first thing
I don't remember everybody.
Yeah, so like, as soon as I came home, it's like, okay, well, if you do know me, then get out of my face. I don't play like that. Like, you blow me.
It'd be those people who was even in the same classroom who didn't probably even speak to you not once. So they knew who you were because of the presence you came to the classroom.
And I was a class clown. I
To the presence you brought, you knew your eyes was on you, but you never noticed who they were. They just literally.
Yeah, she's like saying my real name. And I'm like, dude.
No, the fuck you not?
No, it wasn't even like that. It was just like, I'm not even trying to be that type, but like, everybody knew my name in high school. I got arrested in high school. It's on Google. You saying my real name for? It don't make a difference.
Oh, yeah. They said, not the artist. I'm saying the real name.
Yeah, they're like, you know me. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not trying to be funny. Like,
I know plenty of people that doing that. Like, it might be a rapper who might blow up. Or I know such and such to say the nigga real name and not the rap name.
And it's like, why are you trying to seek validation that bad in the comments on Instagram?
Like, it ain't that no more. That person is somebody.
Yeah, now I learned to say I knew who he was. Like, I know who he was. I don't know the person he is now. Like, I knew who he was. Like, I don't know who he is now personally. Oh, let's say I just seen him. That's it. Associated. That's it.
I just used to go to school with him.
Yes, I went viral because I said something on accident. I really was not trying to say Anne Arundel County is like Baltimore, but that's how it came out. And this girl's in the comments like, I know her. She's lying. I went to school with her. And she says my real name. And I'm like, hey, I wasn't even trying to say that I'm from Baltimore. So why are you doing all that in the comments? Like, they say my real name, why? Yeah. And they pinned her comment. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, stop. Literally.
Yeah, the whole time. The acting. Are you looking to get into that?
Yes. I am looking to get into acting though.
Yeah, any opportunities presented itself, or you just when it comes?
Well, I've gotten some like. Dang, I hate to speak on things before they happen.
You don't have to specify.
Okay, so I've gotten an offer just to be an extra on a show that everyone's watching right now. So you might just see me in the background. No talking scenes, but that's where you start. As an extra.
If I see you, it counts.
Yeah, if you see me, it counts. So, but that's in Atlanta. So when I take my little butt out there. Maybe we'll see. But I do want to get into acting. I do want to start like dancing again. So I started looking into the dance classes, like hip hop.
We had a pole dancer on here. She was just literally a pole dancer. So
really?
Yeah, she was a pole instructor.
Yeah, she bought her pole here.
She just went viral for TikTok and falling off the pole.
Yeah, but she got right back up there.
Yeah.
But she got right back up there.
She bought her pole. She had it right up there outside.
Yeah. I ain't never know a pole was so heavy. You gotta carry
it. No, it is.
She's strong. She's strong.
It's heavy.
Heavy shit. She's strong as shit. Boy.
You just gotta put it on your back and carry it.
I give her all the. She's strong as hell.
So like entertainment is like that's a realm for you. Like it's like a realm. So can you give me like the 3 top? Like 5. I always do 3. I feel like 3 so hard for people. The 5 top artists you want to work with, dead or alive, male or female. Don't put yourself in the box.
Oh, nothing. Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar, Isaiah Rashad. Female wise, I would love to work with Rico Nasty.
I can see that. I heard it too.
Rico Nasty, Missy Elliott, and of course Nicki and Mulatto. Who else? Missing someone. We'll probably never make a song together, but I love this man. Well, I love all 3 of them: Pusha T, Kanye West, and Jay-Z. I love them to death.
I know them 3
A$AP Rocky.
I know them 3 never get on song.
She got her. She got
Yeah, that was nothing. Like, we could go on and on.
Some people be like, I was like, damn, I don't know
They
who
be
to
like,
work with.
I mean, but sometimes the come from is so many people I can name.
Yeah.
So many people I can
But
name.
shit, that's how people live change. They put their contract in face like sign down here, you be like, too long.
Oh, you know who I love to make a song with too? Glorilla. And a lot of people say they remind me of her or whatever. I was like, oh, you probably make a nice little song.
I kind of
Is
like
it the
that.
voice?
Yeah, I think so. Hers is like
Hers
deeper than mine.
Yeah,
Mine's just aggressive.
Hers deeper than mine.
It's not deeper than yours. Her voice is not deeper than yours. Do not play with her.
Sometimes, like I be seeing, like when she go viral, little clips she be doing, like the one she just did.
Oh, and she be talking.
Yeah, she be. I don't know if she be making her
Nah,
voice
she be
deeper
just waking
on
up,
purpose.
boy. She be like, yeah, it's good morning.
But she be making her voice deeper.
Nah, but I
on
can see that. I can see like that's a great. Rico Nasty get a lot of love from all the female artists we had on him. Like a lot of love.
No,
I love that though. Like even
Nah, but I'm saying that is
love that.
one name.
That's one name from all the females. Like damn, all the females we had on here. Rico Nasty is always like, I'm like, damn, y'all know, like y'all give love to the females y'all really see grinding.
No, I mean, when Rico came out, I'm like, who is this? She was so different.
And she
Like,
different. She different.
she started her own lane. Like it's not that many artists that start their own lane. She started that trap rap type of music. Like it's like, I mean, not trap, like rock rap.
Little
Like
rock.
it's like a rock type of rap. Like I said, I ain't never heard no like that. Smack a bitch today. What? No, love her. I love her. She's also the reason why a lot of people tell me like, oh, stop rapping about that. I be like, no, because Rico do it.
Not her song on Madden.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't listen to her anymore how I used to. When I listen to females, I noticed that it could have like an influence on how I go record. So I only listen to males now, but I still do love Rico.
I feel you don't like you want to drain.
Yeah, I don't like,
Yeah.
because a lot of people say that I remind them of her, so I try to not listen to her at all, so that there's no, like if something does come up and it sounded like, that was just me.
And you know, deep down in my heart, I didn't take anything.
Yeah, like nothing. I don't want no type of, and like even when I was recording for this all-female mixtape, he's like, you want to listen to some of the artists? I said, no. We listen to them after I record. I said, nobody's about to influence anything. Because sometimes you can subconsciously be influenced by somebody. Like, you're not trying to copy them, but you heard a flow and you liked it, and then you didn't even peep. You just did that flow a little bit and didn't know where you got it from, but you got it from listening to that song earlier. So I only listen to males. That's why I was telling y'all in the car, I was like, I don't want to do no ladies fest.
I feel like that's like on a YouTube beat. You go, I pick Lil Durk type beat, or NBA Youngboy type beat. You'll mess around here on they flows, on they type beats, because it's literally made for their flow type.
It is like Lil Baby type of flow, or like you're going to. That's why, like, I mean, I be looking up Trippie Redd because those are weird type of beats. So you don't have no other option but
I
to
like
figure it
St.
out.
John. I feel like you don't get a lot of love.
Who?
St. John.
I don't know who that is.
SAINTJHN. You heard a couple of songs. You listen to him. He good.
Okay.
He's like,
Right.
damn.
I would say you looking to introduce more singing into your music, because I know you mentioned singing earlier, but then the 420 you more singing.
Well, I wasn't singing, y'all. I was harmonizing.
It was whatever you wanted.
That's what I was about to say earlier. I was about to say, she said she lost her voice for singing, but 420 was kind of singing.
Whatever you want.
I can't sing.
I mean,
I can harmonize.
but if you're in the studio, you can make it work.
Yeah.
If you can harmonize, I can't harmonize, so if you can harmonize.
I am going to
You
get
can
a
make it
vocal
work.
coach again. I mean, well, my vocal coach used to be YouTube and a piano. I used to have a piano and I used to sing along with the keys and YouTube. So that's how I used to keep my voice, but I'm going to get my voice back. If I get my voice back, it's over. It's over. Because ideally, when I wanted to start making music, I wanted to sing. I am really good at writing, singing songs more than rapping.
So, have you?
Beyonce is the reason why I was like, you know what, Beyonce be singing, and then she had that little rap voice. I'm like, let me try that. And then I watched this one interview with Nicki Minaj, and apparently she used to sing too and lost her voice, and then started rapping. And she went to performing arts school, and her birthday the day after mine. I was like, if you're my twin, just say that.
Yeah, have you ever written any like R&B songs for anybody?
I don't write for nobody. No, nobody write for me.
I mean, if you feel like you can't sing them, but you feel like you can write them,
I am going to look into that.
That's a great career. That's a great career.
I might get her a little something. Because she was saying, she was like, she got some vocals on her, but she can't write a song.
Some of them writers behind the scenes, like some of them come out later as singers, but some of them start out, they be getting that bread. If you don't want to sing it yourself, don't waste the song if it's good.
Yeah, you're right. Because I can't hit some of the notes I be thinking in my head.
Not right now, a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
But see, every time, it's a bread. It's a good song. Say, did you have like a long-term goal with the music thing?
So I am a businesswoman at heart. The music is nothing but a door opener to me. So once I get in with music, if you start seeing Sevyn clothes, Sevyn makeup, Sevyn in movies, Sevyn in commercials, Sevyn hosting shows and awards shows, like, yeah, I've always wanted to be like in the entertainment. Like when I was little, I literally used to always say like, I just want to be a weather woman. Not because I gave two craps about the weather, but because I wanted to be on TV telling people that are all watching me what it was going to be like today.
Yeah, and that's something people can do now with their phones and still cut the damn news on to look at. The news still exists when you have the news on your phone. Mm-hmm. Literally, anything that's really going on, just hit your phone. It was really.
But important. I just like the fact that it's a full green screen and they be pointing, don't even know where they're pointing for real.
That's the training for it, like.
They be like, so it's going to be 68 degrees in Winchester, and it's going to flow over to da-da-da-da, and we should be expecting that around 3 p.m.
Reading that teleprompter and pointing some shit you don't even see. Circle that right there for me. That right there.
Basically green screen shit ain't really good.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. I'm like, I just thought that was kind of cool, too.
I got green screen. We should start doing the weather.
Weather?
Start doing the weather.
The ghetto way.
Hey, you want to be our weather lady?
Oh,
So it's 7 degrees. It's about to get cold. It's 7 degrees outside. Yeah, man.
You got anything you want to tell anybody else before we wrap it up?
Anything coming up? Anything?
Oh, my fact, before we go camera. I like the outfit. I feel like it's more of like a Wednesday Adam Family inspiration. Did I get it right?
How do you keep catching me?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's the Wednesday joint.
And I was gonna post it on, like, I'm gonna take pictures and post it on Wednesday, like.
Man, you still can.
Yeah, this ain't coming out before Wednesday.
Okay.
You good?
So, and I gotta do my show tonight, so I don't want people to see just yet.
You got anything you want to tell anybody who was dealing with some hardships? Like, you gotta, like, you didn't really get into it, but like you said, you know, your life was kind of difficult coming up. You've been through a lot. You got anything for anybody before you want to give up? Because, you know, when you get kind of your 20s, teens feel like it's forever. You know what I'm saying? But that's only a couple of years.
I still feel like a teenager.
I do too. I know I'm nowhere near that shit.
Your 20s fly by.
Yeah, people need to talk about how you're dang near still a teenager up until like 26, 27.
Your 20s fly by.
Like 30s is when you're like really an adult. But for people who are going through things, I want to say, don't let your situations define you. Whatever you're going through, it's for the moment. If you don't think it's for the moment, you're letting your situation define you. So you need to pick your chin up, hold your head up high, put some pep in your step, and keep on going. And that's all I have to say.
Put some pep in your step, put your heels in the ground, boom, boom, do what you gotta do, cause don't give up, stay strong. Go ahead and tell me you find it again.
You guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, all my social media at, oh wow.
Hey, with my joints, boom.
That was the craziest brain part. You guys can find me on all my social media at Sevyn the Sag, SEVYN the THE SAG.
Tell them about anything that you want them to check out.
We got some new music coming soon, so make sure you go follow me. Go on my artist page at www.sevynsash.com for any updates that you want to know about me. It's going to be on there. And like I said, new music, new concepts, everything new.
Everything new.
Appreciate you for coming out. Y'all gonna see more of her in the future. Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo.
It's your boy Sly the Guy, no lie.
It's been an Unpleasant Thoughts podcast.
Yes, sir.